Hey guys, good afternoon. Tommy Pastana with the Pastana Group at Compass. I hope you are well. In this edition of TP Talk, I was going to jump on here and talk a little bit about the home selling process. You home sellers out there, I know we've got the summer coming up, a lot of unknowns going on, but a lot of my clients, a lot of other agents I've talked with, their clients are itching, they're getting ready, they want to sell their home this summer. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the mistakes that I see sellers make when listing their home for sale. We've been spoiled the last 4 or 5 years in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. It's been a very, very strong seller's market. In the last year and a half or so, that has shifted a little bit. We're still in a very positive seller's market, even through this COVID-19. But it's just not that unicorn HGTV market that we've been used to and basically have become numb to. So when it comes to selling your home, you have to take some more steps. You've got to think about it a little bit more rather than just hiring the first agent that knocks on your door and putting a sign up and collecting an offer. So that kind of leads into my number one first thing that I see home sellers making a mistake on when selling their home, and that is not getting your home prepared prior to it to hit the market, right? Not putting in the additional work, whether that's freshening up the flower beds, dark mulch in the front flower beds, staining the front door. One thing I highly recommend for home sellers, especially in older homes, is to have a pre-inspection. Now that's going to cost you $300 or $400, but then you're going to know what's going on with the house, right? That way you can stay in front of everything, because if the buyer comes in and you get under contract, they're going to do another inspection, right? And I can guarantee they're going to ask for a lot more items to be fixed, replaced. And if you stay ahead of it and take care of those items prior to going on the market, one, it's just going to bring you more value. It's going to give you a higher price, higher contract price, and it's going to make the process from contract to close a whole lot easier. So not having your house prepared, is huge. We've honestly been able to get away with that as a seller the last few years, just because the market has been so hot. But recently I have seen home sellers that are just not willing to put in the time, and they just throw their house up on the market. And then 60, 70 days later, they're wondering why they haven't had showings or why they haven't had any offers. So definitely put in the time to get the home ready, whether that's having a pre-inspection, whether that's bringing in a contractor to, paint, maybe freshen up the carpet, the flooring, whatever that is. Number two, once we go under contract, obviously as a home seller, you want to get the highest price possible. Obviously, that's the amount of money that's going in your pocket. But I think one of the biggest mistakes is only paying attention to the highest offer. As a real estate agent, I've been doing this a while. I've been burned. I've learned the hard way that the highest price isn't always the best price, especially in a competitive market. There's buyers out there that will just throw you a high number just so they can secure the offer. Looks great to you. Hey, more money in my pocket. Then they come through and do the inspection, and they either terminate because they put 3 other offers in on other homes, or they're just going to nickel and dime you during the inspection. In that case, your hands are kind of tied, because you're losing days on the market, right? So let's say that buyer then terminates on the 10th day of the option period, and it took you 2 weeks to get your home on the market. You've really lost all your momentum when it comes to marketing and selling the property, and that's what it's all about, especially as a seller, having that momentum that allows you to get the highest and best offer. But again, a lot of times you're going to get 2 or 3 good offers, might not be the highest, but their terms are way better. People tend to forget about the logistics. I always joke with clients and say, that's what they don't show you on HGTV, right? You've got a buyer who's probably coming from somewhere else, probably selling a home. They've got a close date on their home. They're making an offer to you. They've got a close date on your home. You're going somewhere probably and purchasing a new home or a pre-owned home that has a close date as well. The chances of all those dates aligning and going magically poof and everyone driving off in their convertibles and being happy with keys out the window are very slim. There's a lot of logistics to it, lease backs, negotiations, all of that. So it's important that the nuts and bolts of the contract, not just the price, are in your favor to take a lot of the hassle out of the contract to close period. Because once we get under contract, you're only about 5% done. You've got an option period. You've got an inspection. You've got to negotiate repairs. Then after that, you've got an appraisal. What if that appraisal doesn't come in at the sales price? Well, guess who's dropping their price? You, the seller, unless you play it right from the beginning and your agent does their job to guarantee that appraisal from that buyer. So again, I get it. You always want to take the highest and best price, but that's not always the case in some people's situations. So always pay attention to the overall aspects of the contract, not just the price. Lastly, I would say number 3 of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing sellers do, and again, this goes back to the market we've been in, is either working with the wrong agent or having their home marketed the incorrect way. Again, let's be honest, everyone and their mother's a real estate agent. It feels like they're just standing on the corner. It's the cool thing to do now, right? It looks cool on TV. People think it's easy. It is not. We've been able to get away with that as a seller in the past few years because you could put a sign in the yard and get 3 offers the first day. That has changed. So you want to make sure you find an agent, one that fits you, fit your personality, also is an expert in the area, right? Knows the market, knows how to market that specific home, and then also has a great relationship with a network of agents in that area. The other agents in the area are the ones that are going to bring the buyer to your home. So it's up to your listing agent to reach out to those agents. Creative marketing is huge. Anyone can put your home on MLS. Anyone can put your home on Facebook for free. You see that every day. But what are they doing with those digital ads? Are they targeting certain neighborhoods, certain buyers? Can they show you insights, data to where those buyers are coming from? Are they doing videos? Are they doing virtual walkthroughs? Obviously, that has become very, very big now with the COVID-19 crisis going on. 3D walkthroughs allowing out-of-state buyers to literally walk through the home virtually from their computer screen. So those are important questions to ask the agent. Most importantly, being that area expert or knowing well or knowing a lot about that area is very critical. Whether they're involved in the schools, the community, basically being able to have a good relationship with the other local agents and have that outreach to get your home sold quickly. And I touched on it right in the beginning of number 3 here. Making sure you gel with that agent. A lot of the clients I work with are pretty much all referral based. I have some type of connection to them, whether it's direct through friends, family, friends of a friend's, friend of a friend. So that is very, very important as well. I know it's easy to go get the lunch lady down the street to list your home for $500. And that's all great, right? If you get a contract and everything goes smooth and you close, hey, you save a couple $1,000s, right? But if something goes wrong, which it will, that's when 1, it can get very awkward with that person, and 2, you really need that professional agent that does this for a career, does this not for a day job or to take a vacation every year, which you see a lot of. So those are just kind of my 3 tips. as we get into the selling season that I see, there's obviously many, many more mistakes that I see sellers make when they're going to get their home on the market. I'm happy for you guys to reach out to me anytime. I'd love to chat with you about it. You can send me an email at Tommy@the Group. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and definitely subscribe on YouTube, where I'll be posting weekly TP Talk videos for real estate topics, other small business topics, and also having some special guests on throughout the week. So you guys have a great week. Hope you're well. Again, appreciate you. Love you. Have a good one.